Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer with MRC-TV. Today we're talking to people asking if businesses should have the right to force you to wear a mask even though the government has lifted that mandate. Do you think businesses should have the right to force you to cover your face even after the government has lifted that ban?
That's a really tough question. I think it depends on the individual on how they feel.
I think a private business should be able to do what they feel is right.
I believe that on private property, it should be their right to enforce it. However, I would say that the governor does trump that. And if they choose to alleviate such restrictions, then businesses should not be able to enforce them.
This means if you're fully vaccinated, you do not need to wear a mask in most situations.
Do businesses have a right to still force you to wear a mask even though the governor has said it's not necessary?
So I'll qualify my position before I give you my answer. Okay. I am a libertarian.
Okay.
So yes, a privately owned business does have the right to require you to wear a mask in their business. You also have the right to not give them your business.
Yes, and that's because it's protecting their workers there. It's their right, their business, and it's private. So I would think yes.
Do you think that businesses should have a right to force you to wear a face mask even if the state and science has determined it's not necessary?
Well, the state and science has determined it's necessary.
I mean, in my opinion, it's just a basis of control. They want to be able to tell people what to do, and in all honesty, that's how I feel about this whole thing. It's been a matter of control. No.
Okay, so businesses should give you the freedom to be able to come in.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't believe so. I think that if you're vaccinated, you should have the choice to wear it or not.
Even if the science isn't behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really wear my mask much anymore, despite this being around my neck. But I feel like a private business that's privately run should be able to run their business the way they want to.
It's individual preference, my opinion.
Okay, so we should have the right to enter a store how we wish?
Yes.
Even though I'm vaccinated, I'm still being asked to wear a mask in other places, and I tell them straight up, I'm vaccinated, I don't need to wear a mask. If they want to sit there and make me wear a mask, I'll take my business elsewhere.
Virginia lifted their ban. So some businesses don't force you to wear one, some businesses do.
I recommend wearing one.
Why?
Because it will protect people who haven't been vaccinated.
Do you think that, we have an individual liberty to be able to enter into a store and not have to cover our face for the next 5 years?
I do. I do believe that we are each entitled to our individual liberties as given in the Bill of Rights.
Well, so then there's an argument against, right? Amazon is driving mom and pop and local businesses out of business, right? They're making a conscientious decision to decrease their customer base and give up that business to online shopping. So yeah, would I not like it because I like to go to local businesses and support them? Yes, but again, they're making a personal choice about their policy.
What if this is going like a year from now? Do you think that they should still force us to wear
Clearly it's on my hand, but I know some people, I'm vaccinated, but I know some people don't feel safe all the time. I think it's going to be going on for a long time.
So if a business forces people to wear a mask for the next 5 years, do you think that's okay?
Yeah.
So we're just going to wear this forever?
Well, inside, yeah, I think it's probably a good idea for now. We'll see what the science says in 6 or 12 months from now.
A smart person would say, well, if that business down there is going to do that, maybe there's a business opportunity for me to open a store that offers the same product.
Even under these conditions of...
Look around, how many stores are available for lease? If you can secure the capital, money's cheap right now, right? Interest rates are pretty low.
Why do you think businesses are forcing people to wear a mask, even though the governor's lifted the ban, the science behind it proves it's not effective? Is it political?
It's definitely not political. It comes down to what people feel comfortable doing. And
I do believe that the shops have definitely been choosing political biases and enforcing that.
I mean, I know it makes customers more comfortable that we're wearing masks, so.
I think it's more for catering, because a lot of places they think, well, if I enforce the mask, I'm going to make less people mad.
If the science says that they're not required and the state agrees with that science, then why are businesses still enforcing the mask?
I have no idea. I have no idea why they're doing it.
But if people want to get vaccinated, they can get vaccinated. So how does that affect them, whether or not I'm wearing a mask?
I mean, I guess that's a good point.
Do you think it's political at all? Or?
Oh, I think it's very political, and I don't think it should be.
I do believe it's politically motivated. I think it all started because of everybody's hate for Trump and just didn't want Trump to be president anymore. So they created this whole system.
Do you think there's any like political bent to it? Do you think some businesses are just trying to appease the left?
Yeah, I guess and especially in an area like this.
Do you think this is politically motivated? They're catering to
100%. 100%.
So you still think businesses should be able to force you, even if science and the Governor Northam has lifted the mask requirement. So they're saying one thing, businesses are forcing you to do another.
Well, I don't think science has said.
So why did Governor Northam decide to lift the ban? Was that irresponsible?
Well, I think he's leaving it to people's discretion, but I think if you are wise, you will follow the ban.
Okay.
I think you should be wearing a mask, young lady.
It's outside.